I think it is actually working. Woohoo! With minimal problems for once. Oh boy! I am so ready to be traumatized. Yes, Crimson is reminding me to please keep the game files open, and heck yeah, I am doing that. Thank goodness. I remembered. This is making my brain uncomfortable. Crimson is saying that there should be obvious file changes, images and text documents, so I'm gonna have it open. If something happens, I will switch to showing my display instead of just the gameplay window. I hope that works. I think that's gonna work. If it doesn't, I don't know. This does not look like anything, does it? It looks like nothing. Ouch! Ouch! Oh my goodness, it hurts my ears. And I forgot to do the YouTube intro. It's hurting my ears, but hi friends! Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we are jumping back in to Doki Doki Literature Club. At the end of the last one, we were all deeply, deeply traumatized. So is Act 2 basically a redo, but funky? That's probably an absurd simplification of it. I have absolutely no idea what the heck is going on here. This is very concerning, though. But either way, I am prepared. I've got tea, actually, in a cat mug. You guys prepared before we get started? Something to drink, something to eat, something to snuggle on, maybe somebody to snuggle with. Then, if you're as ready as I am, I think we're gonna click this screen. I don't know what this says. Let's get to this. Okay, well, now it has words I can read. And apparently, it's the same beginning, except how? How? Because she... Okay, I literally don't think there's anything I can say to explain my confusion about how this is gonna go. I think I should just see how it's gonna go. So let's go. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is blankety blank blank blank. Oh boy, this is immediately upsetting. Okay, we've basically erased her from existence, kinda. Because obviously that's our friend. But now her name is gone. They removed her name! You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long? You mean you and Sayori, whose name you can't say anymore for some frickin' reason? I feel like I should probably do a little recap for anybody who's randomly popping in and having no idea what's going on, right? I feel like most people here probably know the game already, which is probably why you're here. But still, where we're at, we have, I put this in big bunny quotes, finished the story. But really, Sayori ended up dead at the end. She killed herself at the end of the last episode. Just thinking about it is making my brain slow down, thinking like, how did that happen? How did we go from the cutest story I'd ever seen to so much devastation? I checked the characters folder in the last stream and everybody was there except Sayori. I still have it open on my computer so that if there are any new updates, I will hopefully see it. I'm scared, though. I'm scared to see new updates because that was a very creepy update. In fact, let me open up again. Another thing I have open on my desktop is my notepad where this opened up that says, I'm sorry, but an uncaught exception occurred. While running game code file blah 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 blah. Lots of, technical things. It then says, restart top context. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec, I could probably fix this. I think... Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Ahaha! Well, here goes nothing! Yeah. Yeah, I'm having a very hard time actually finding a way to even describe what's going on. I think that's kind of the point. It's supposed to be a little mind-boggling. I hope it sorts itself out. Oh my gosh, okay. Woo! We used to walk to school together on days like this. Why am I having so much trouble just playing this? Just like continuing to talk, continuing to read it. It's like I'm immediately anxious. They did it on purpose! They're making me anxious on purpose! But starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori, whose name has been deleted, like erased from this character's memory, maybe? I don't know how they will make this make sense. I kind of think it won't make sense. It's kind of its point, probably. Okay, stopping the rambling. Let her catch up to me. Yeah! Okay. It's an ordinary school day, like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. Oh my god, it really is like she's been erased from existence after having committed suicide. I don't know what that was. Maddie, in all caps, is going, what was that? Monica, what? I don't know what the frick that was, but it startled the crap out of me. I don't know, maybe the flashing lights was just kind of confusing my eyeballs, so I couldn't even tell what was happening. What a bizarre world. I have no idea how to even describe this. For example, I told my parents that I had started this game. I'd never heard of it before. And my mom tried to ask, what's it about? That's all she asked. What game? What's it about? I don't know. I said, well, it was really cute. And then I don't know what happened. And now I'm confused. Anyway, I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Real. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. Excuse me! Excuse me, boy character. Boy Jessa, I'm sorry. Main character. I think there would definitely be girls in your anime club. Come on. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. This is weird, man, knowing what should be here. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be too demanding for me to want to deal with anyway. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Question mark. Jessa? Ooh, this is so spooky, and I don't even know how to describe why it's spooky. Damn. Monica? What's wrong with Monica? I don't trust her all of a sudden. Oh my goodness. I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that! I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Well, in that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Those moments of intentional glitch are so disturbing, and it's literally like a split second of basically nothing, and it's creating such a sense of unease. This is quite a game. I have never seen a game like this in my life, I gotta say. It's a literature club. Literature, huh? That sounds kinda dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature could be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. Well, it is. It's visual. It's a visual storytelling, just like this game is. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. Monica. Besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Ooh. Is Boy Dresser realizing there's gonna be girls in this club? I'm already having a sore throat. I almost forgot how much talking this game is. Hence, teeth. Absolutely, Maddie. Manga is literature. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Hey, Jessa. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but... Well, in that case... Is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? This is so weird. Oh, this is so weird. Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome! You're really sweet, Jessa, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I look forward to... I almost misread that as I look forward to the materials. Okay then, I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. I'm more important than the materials? How are you gonna have a club with no materials, you goose? And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica. And her irresistible smile. I am concerned, very concerned about the wording there. Thank you very much. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. Oh! Girl 1. I don't know what to say about this. It's obviously we're restarting the story, so main character, I guess, has not met them, but... What? I know. I should probably just continue. I'm just, what? What? How does he not know any of them? I mean, he knows Monica, right? Because he obviously met her, but like, yeah, he hasn't met her yet, but it's so bizarre because this is like an alternate universe. And I'm just so curious, is it really an alternate universe? Has he gone back in time? Is somebody here controlling time? Oh god, that would be bananas. A guest? Oh, seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Real. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Jessa. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls! Whee! So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? Well, no, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Jessa in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to... Well, you know... Sorry. Was she gonna make cupcakes? I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Oh, everyone's doing weird little smiley faces in the chat like they know something I don't. Thank you very much, Crimson, for reminding people to not say anything. I love that you guys know things I don't. It's making me feel very afraid. Oh, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Jessa? Okay. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal, and the cuteness of this story, again, almost, and that's a big almost. It's doing a lot of heavy lifting in this sentence. Almost forgot how creepy things are. Again, I think part of the point. They're really forcing me to feel the contrast. Whoo! And boy, do I feel it. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. Ooh! Don't mind if I do. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Oh, is she? Oh, that's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that... You know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, what kind of things do you like to read, Jessa? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Yay! It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Oh my god, I can't blame you. She's so cute. How am I feeling that anything is cute? The fact that Sayori's dead and the shock of seeing her like that keeps randomly popping into my head mid-cuteness. Jesus. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. I bet you Yuri is a Lord of the Rings fan. I'm just gonna guess. Yeah, I'd put some money on it. Maybe not a lot, but a little bit of money. Yuri's definitely a Lord of the Rings person. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Same girl, same. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Oh, main character, don't sell yourself that short, come on. Dolphinius says, I still remember seeing Sayori's body for the first time. And my god, was I in shock. For real. It just keeps popping into my head, like, it's really scarring. I almost feel like this whole thing happening now almost feels like what the brain wishes it could do. Like, oh, fuck. What if I could erase the memory of her completely? Or what if I could have a total redo, total do-over of the last XYZ days? But what if these last few weeks happened without Sayori? Wouldn't that be great? What if Sayori was never born? Wouldn't that be great? And then, I don't know, and that's what we're experiencing? Because, I mean, I've been there. When I've lost people, when I lost my cat recently, sometimes you can get so lost in these little fantasy worlds that come up on occasion in your head. You know, you could close your eyes and almost imagine, oh, if only I'd been able to get there sooner, or whatever it was. And there's just a whole other world. I mean, I doubt that's really what's happening, but that's sort of the sensation I'm suddenly having. Is like, main character wants so bad to forget that he's experiencing the whole past few weeks just again, but without her. I don't really think that's what's going on, because I think there's something happening with Monica, but I am a yapper, and that is the feeling it's giving me right now. So anyway, okay. She's having a conversation with a rock. I'm the rock! I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror! Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Oh, she's so cute. They're all so cute, except Monica is giving me such sketchy vibes now. But why would she have done anything to... I don't know. I can't even begin to come up with theories at this point. Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. Oh, that's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Ooh, and give that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes I do. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels, Yuri says. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. True. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Great art is both window and mirror. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Monika asks her. Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea! Oh, Monika, you're way too cheerful. I'm getting worried about your cheerfulness at this point. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Awkward. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Ooh, I see Crimson. Who? No, I can't read. I'm so sorry, Crimson. Although Crimson is saying something. In high school, I had a friend who would carry Natsuki's character file around on a USB flash drive in his pocket. Why is that so funny? That's incredible. That's incredible. And I have a hair in my mouth. Whew. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Jessa? Hold on, there's still one problem. Huh? What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Oh, don't look at me like that, girls. You're all too cute for this. My heart can't take so many cute girls staring at me, looking dejected. But, I'm sorry, I thought... The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Jessa. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. Oh, that's so weird. We need 4. Oh my god, I'm just anxious. How you got me anxious when I'm literally playing through a scene with high school kids forming a literature club, and you got me this anxious? Impressive. Oy. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members, Monika says. And if we don't find one more before the festival... I'm defenseless against these girls, huh? How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? Oh, I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay. I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Jessa? I don't trust you, Monica. Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed, Natsuki says. Jess, I'm so happy! We can become an official club now! Yay! Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Oh my god, I don't trust this. Okay, everyone! I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Jessa, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Oh boy. Ehehehe. Do any of the others laugh like that? I can't remember. I'm gonna have to pay attention. Because she says ahahaha a lot. And I got that note still open on my desktop that says ahahaha about erasing her. Sayori. You know? Anyway. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Me too, girl! Me frickin' too. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay! I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait! With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Poor boy Jessa has never written a poem in his life, huh? Whoa, what? You've unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? I'm gonna assume I want to read it. Yes. Okay. Things I like about Papa. Okay. I like when Papa comes home early. I like when Papa cooks me dinner. I like when Papa gives me allowance. I like when Papa spends time with me. I like when Papa asks me about my friends. I like when Papa asks me about anything. I like when Papa gives me lunch money. I like when Papa comes home before sundown. I almost said gives me lunch money again. Give me twice the lunch money. I like when Papa cooks. I like when Papa gives me privacy. I like when Papa doesn't tell me how to dress. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my friends. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my hobbies. I like when Papa comes home without waking me up. I like when Papa keeps food in the house. I like when Papa uses his inside voice. I like when Papa leaves my stuff alone. I like when Papa accidentally drops coins in the couch. I like when Papa is too tired to notice me. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. Jesus fucking shit. Maddie is letting us know that this poem is written by Natsuki. Well, it's horrifying, whatever it is. Holy shit. Whichever girl wrote this, Natsuki or whoever, it is painful. It's cute at first, sounds nice and normal, right? I like when Papa comes home early, cooks me dinner, gives me allowance, spends time with me. And then it gets weird. So somebody has a very abusive father who is scary, I guess, when he notices the writer. She'd rather that he didn't notice her at all. Too tired for anything is really scary. Uses his inside voice. This Papa certainly sounds like someone who yells and is invasive and abusive and controlling and so on and so forth. God. I do want to know which one this is. I can't remember if any of them talked about their father. I think they did, but I don't remember who. But if Maddie's right, that could be Natsuki. I'm very concerned for her. Well, I'm concerned for all of them. Who am I kidding? Let's see how this goes. Okay. Well, now it's time for us to write the poem, and we've only got 2 girls to impress. This is so depressing. What is even happening? This game is crazy. This game is crazy. Crazy, okay? Crazy. I love them both. I'm still a Yuri girl at this point, but I don't know how this is gonna go. I shall simply continue trying to impress the cute Yuri, the ever cute Yuri. Let's go with incongruent. Mouse, defeat, socks, imagination, tears, jumpy sugar, comfort, anxiety, disarray. I'm feeling pulled between anxiety and disarray. Jumpy too, to be honest, just because that's how this game is making me feel. Oh, I'm gonna say disarray. Ooh. Pain, extraordinary, unrestrained, hair, uncontrollable afterimage, jump, aura, spinning, whistle. I immediately am gonna say afterimage because I think Yuri will like it. Yeah. Shiny, shame, broken laugh, graveyard, giggle, nightgown, lollipop, twirl, marriage. I kind of want to write shame, oddly enough, but graveyard feels like it'll definitely make Yuri happy because it's like the, dark. Out of all these, that's like, the closest one to being morbid, and she loves a morbid word. But I kind of want to see what happens with shame. I don't know which of them that will make happy, which is such a strange way to phrase that, but I guess Yuri likes that one too. Whisper, marshmallow, party, raindrops, chocolate, bubbles, determination, essence, suicide, and pink. Well, after what happened with she who is no longer named, I'll go with suicide. Secretive, cute, fun, amazing. Papa! Oh, I'm anxious, dude! Oh, just showing me the word Papa after showing me that poem is making me immediately uncomfy. Oh! God damn. What happens if I pick it? Natsuki! Okay. Who am I talking about? Just a made-up person in my head. Don't worry about it. Just someone I met in an alternate universe. No one who exists actually in real life. Don't worry. Sadness. Parfait. Frightening. Covet. Eternity. Together. Headphones. Sunset. Explode. Anger. Skirt. Good words on this page. I like parfait. I like frightening. I like covet. I like eternity. I like anger. I guess I'm gonna go with anger this time. Oh, that one got Natsuki hopping. She's an angry girl? Yeah. Just my OC. Sayori the OC. She's not real, don't worry. Goodness. Unending, climax, peace, warm, death, whirlwind, philosophy, universe, nibble, misfortune. I am torn to misfortune because in my head I can hear Gustav saying misfortune. But that's irrelevant. Different game! I'm gonna say death. Yeah. Loud, alone, passion, bunny. Ooh, got something in my eye. It's probably a cat hair. Unrequited, excitement, contamination, analysis. Heaven sent. Awesome. I'm gonna go contamination. Yay! I know, right? Gustav, rest in peace, Gustav. Oh my gosh, wait. Spoiler alert. You didn't hear that. Lucky, forgive, massacre, portrait, music, ambient, horror, pleasure, ribbon, bouncy. Massacre, ambient, and horror are calling to me and probably to Yuri. Way too cheerful, this music, my god. I'm gonna go with ambient. Holiday, heart, waterfall, cheer, fester, sensation, agonizing, clumsy, insight, and games. I think agonizing sounds about right now. Strawberry, melody, dream, disown, sweet, milk, cheeks, inferno, captive, and lipstick. I'm gonna say disown. Joy, love, special, hop, scars, extreme, dazzle, tragedy, variance, and heartbeat. Ugh. Let's go tragedy. Because this is a tragedy. Fickle, cage, dance, destiny, despise, fireflies. Despise and fireflies. That's a nice little rhyme. Grief, flowers, feather, Valentine. Despise. Depression, dark, email, bliss, disoriented. Friends. Charm, infinite, judgment, and vertigo. Depression. Journey, fireworks, sticky, meager, hope, poof, sorry. Bed, anime, romance, and happiness. Meager. Daydream. Boop! I love it. Boop. Vacation, landscape, vibrant, promise, uncanny. Hurt, vitality, and tenacious. I'm gonna say uncanny. Because uncanny is giving me, it immediately brings my brain to the phrase uncanny valley, which isn't quite a relevant phrase when it comes to this game in terms of a literal sense. But in terms of feeling like close to realistic but not, that like slightly removed from reality feeling, I don't know, something about this game. I feel it. Incapable, cry, candy, question, entropy, kiss, fear, electricity, pure, hopeless, entropy. Love that word. Ocean, adventure, kitty, atone, sing, peaceful, prayer, fantasy, desire, color. Ooh. Fantasy. Oh! I made Natsuki happy for once. Good. Nature, pout, rainbow, treasure, breathe, precious, misery, fluffy, memories, sparkle. Misery. Oi. Oh, hello, Monica. Hi again, Jessa. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha 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 ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I am back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Jessa. That was weird. Did I imagine that? Did I imagine that, or... I don't know if I imagined that. Oh. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Whoa. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. Oh, rare jump scare? I didn't know there were rare jump scares. I figured we'd all get the same jump scares. Whew. Jesus, this is terrifying. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. Okay, Natsuki. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, what's happening? Sweetie, you're in front of the words, and the music sounds wrong, and I'm very confused. I think what she's saying is you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the club room, but, this music sounds wrong. And I can't really put my finger on why. I think it's just certain notes are wrong. And now she's just always in the way. But Natsuki is mad. Okay, Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Okay. Manga is literature! It is, sweetie, don't worry, it is. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Jessa. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Why? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. That sentence took forever to come out of my mouth, and I didn't like where I paused. Don't shoot Natsuki! Yuri shoots Natsuki, period. No, let's not. She shoots her with a disappointed glance. Oh my god, the music's doing that thing again. Where it's like slightly... See, I don't really know music terms, but I feel like on occasion they're doing something like a slight tweak to make it more dissonant. Is that the word I'm going for? It's really strange. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read? Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that should help you get started on something you might like. That I should help you get started on something you might like. Whew. Yeah, Crimson's pointing out that the screen is a little tilted. It's freaking me out a little bit. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. Well, she doesn't really know what we enjoy yet, huh? It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it, if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I will definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I'll look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Oof. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. Are things less tilted now? She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Whoa! Did I imagine that? That was really... small. I'm not sure if I imagined it. I think maybe I did. But actually, in this game, I don't know. Maybe I didn't. Not for any particular reason. Whew. Oh my god! I didn't make it up! You guys saw it too? That was so freaky! I'm glad I didn't make that up. Holy crap. This game is like making my brain short circuit every freaking minute. Oh, Jesus. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me. But I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's very engaging and a relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about, anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Is there an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover? Right after we saw the creepiest little random glitch of Yuri's eye? Was that her right eye? It was on our left, so I think it's her right eye. I feel like I got it... I can't speak, apparently. I feel like it was so small that I barely saw it. I saw it for a split second, and I don't even know exactly what they did to that eye, but there was something really wrong with it. It was, like, warped. Kind of looked like it was melting off her face or something. And I don't know what that's about, but I feel like it's an image I'm gonna want to keep in mind if there's also a creepy looking eye on the cover of the book that she wants to share with us, right? Eye imagery. Let's keep it in mind. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. Ooh, that sounds fun. Not fun, haha, fun. I just mean like that sounds like an interesting book, for real. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. Oh, fun. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Okay. Not the thing about the limbs. Okay, that's kind of... It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Jessa? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Okay. Okay. Wow. I feel like there's so much to say, or I feel like there's going to be so much to say because the lack of context, like what the frick is actually going on here, makes it so hard to actually have much to say except what the fuck? What the fuck? I can't wait for there to be any kind of resolution where I can yap about this with the whole context. Jesus. Yeah. My beautiful sister, the bad vibe goose, says she's very concerned, and I fully agree. I'm very concerned. This is very concerning. Concerning! Whew. Okay, that was wild. It said, then suddenly, and it had a lot of Y's. Suddenly, ... in that same funky text, and then it just instantaneously went to, I suppose, what's the actual next message. I'm rambling, aren't I? Yuri said. Wild. Is this new? Guys, I think there's a new text, file. I think there's a new file, and it's making my heart pound. It's called Can You Hear Me? It's called Can You Hear Me? I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Okay, hang on. OBS, is there a way that I can change this without having a really awkward moment where everybody can see my everything on my screen? Not sure. Let's find out. Hang on a sec, guys. I promise I'm still here. There we go. What? Okay. I think you guys can see my screen. You can also see the chat. Woo! All right. There's a little devil inside all of us. Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their host, seeping through every little crevice they can find, into their willpower, starving them of all motivation and desire, into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food, or into a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. Good lord. Such a deplorable, tangled mass is already present in every single one of them. That's why I choose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. Ooh, yeah, this file thing is so creepy. I do not know what this is supposed to be, who this is supposed to be from, but it's freaking me out. It's called Can You Hear Me? That is so spooky. Like, I feel like I'm being talked to from the inside of my computer, if that makes sense. Like, is somebody in here? Do I need to get them out? God. There's a little devil inside all of us? Manufactured perception. Artificial reality, a writhing, twisted mess of dread. Self-doubt. Boy, when I get the full context of all this, I'm gonna have so much to say, but right now it is just kind of making question marks spin around my head like little birdies. Obviously, we've got some really big issues that we are addressing already, but in a vague way. Touching on them without actually talking about them. We've got eating disorders, self-harm, suicide, obviously. Sayori killed herself in the last episode. It seemed very obvious, to me at least, that Yuri is struggling with self-harm. And I'm not positive what's going on with Natsuki, but if that particular note... if that particular note... I don't even remember what I was saying, oh my gosh. Oh, if that particular poem, that's what I was saying, was from Natsuki, then there's clearly something going on with her father. Ugh. Untie the knot, is something there? Is what there? Untie what knot? Oh, I'm scared. Oh. It's so freaky that this just suddenly showed up. Oh, looks like another thing updated. I don't know when or whatever, but I'm gonna click on it. Oh, maybe it's nothing. Maybe this is just actually a game file. A regular game file. Yay! I love a regular game file for once, but this is creepy as shit. My god. Well. This is so freaking fascinating. Like, I don't even know what to do. I don't even know, but I am gonna get back to the game itself now, because I'm hoping I will have a lot more to say when I understand what's going on more. I just feel like my mind is just going, what? Like, short-circuited brain problems. Whew. Yuri feels like she's rambling. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's all right then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, wah! I let my whole body something. I didn't read the whole thing. But that was terrifying. We got the same thing with the same sort of warped text that just only showed up in a flash and then vanished again. My sister is saying, is the stuff from your files from Sayori? Like, some version of her is stuck in the computer? She's never played the game, mind you. She is just theorizing. There's no spoilers going on here. Ooh, that is interesting, actually. Wow, stuck in the computer. You feel like, oh, the untie the knot thing is hinting at that being her, maybe. That would be crazy cool. Yeah, better to theorize than be given answers. I love a theory. I love people theorizing just thoughts off the top of your head. It's so exciting. Ugh, I love theorizing. Any game that makes me theorize, or just short circuits my brain until I finish it, and then it all goes phew. Both of those are the best types of stories. Anyway, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people, she says, which, yes, I feel that. I feel that hardcore. So, I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Jesus. Oh, Jesus. My body feels weird because I feel like I just jumped out of my skin. Jesus Christ. Watching this back later, if I bother to watch the whole thing, which I usually don't, but when I go edit a little bit, I'll try to edit out like long parts of me yapping in the very beginning of the lives and things like that. I don't usually watch through the whole thing like I do with my regular videos. But I might want to in this one because I want to see what the hell these freaking glitches are. These intentional glitches. These are so crazy. I mean, you don't have to, but what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. All right, is it fine if I sit here? It's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Ah, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. All right. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was bathing in the feeling of what? Jesus fucking fuck. You're right, Crimson says you gotta make the title something like Art Therapist Plays Doki Doki Literature Club for the first time for maximum views. You're right, I really should. I did put that in the title of the playlist, but no one's really looking for playlists, I think. Oh, check the history button. You're right. I forgot that the history button is here. Is it gonna show me the creepy thing? Oh my god, it isn't. It isn't. It's like it didn't happen. God, it's freaking me out. It's like it didn't even happen. God, it's like it didn't even happen. I've never seen a game like this in my life. It's really quite a delight. In a bad way and a good way. I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. Jesus. Whew. So creepy. Yuri, you really do apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. Ah. Oh, people let us know. The text said something like bathing in the presence of your own body. It did look like something like that. I saw a body somewhere in there and I couldn't see the rest of it, but that's so interesting. Bathing in the presence of your own body. Something like that. This is so interesting. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Oh, here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Oh my gosh, I remember how adorable this felt the first time. It felt so freaking cute. And now there's just this eerie undertone to all of it. It's extra fun that I can't quite place my finger on why. Anyway, yeah, left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. Eeh, it's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. Oh. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. Oh, see, she's still so cute. Look at her little smile. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it... What? The sentence feels a little funky. I'm not sure if it's just my brain processing or what. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Huh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. That's a weird face she's making. Definitely not. Is she being sarcastic or what word am I looking for there? Is she trying to hide how she really feels? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. Ah, that's what you're talking about? Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. What did she think I meant? Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. Does this main character do something crazy? I don't know why that came into my head. Ha ha! That's so awkward. Yuri, are you feeling all right? Huh? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. All right, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Jessa? Oh, hi, Monica. Did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So, you don't know anything. Sorry, can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Ah, don't worry, I believe you, silly. Okay. Yuri just does this sometimes. So it's nothing alarming, she says. Huh, all right. If you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other, okay? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri, though? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. There's only 2 people to show it to. This is so strange. Who should I show my poem to first? Alright, I'm not seeing any updates to the files at this moment, which is good. Whew. But I guess let's... You know what? I think I want to start with Monica this time. No! I was gonna say I want to start with Monica this time because she's sketchy, and I'm just so curious about her. But I think I'm gonna start with Natsuki, specifically because of how sketchy Monica is. Like, she kind of scares me. Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Ooh, she's so cute. Jessa, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh? What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. There you go. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Wow. Fair enough. To each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Okay, let's see. Alright. Is this the same poem? I feel like it is. I think it is. I can't remember anymore, but I think it was this same poem. Or at least something very, very, very similar, because I remember the last couple lines. Eagles can fly. I haven't even read it. Out loud, anyway. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Yeah, I think this is the same poem. And it still gives me the same feeling. It's really, really cute. It's so cute on like a basic level. But it's also very... I almost want to say sad, but it isn't really sad. I almost want to say dejected. Hopeless. I guess those are good words for it. There's like that little undertone of like... we could try, but that's it. We can't actually fly, run, seek, race, leap, climb. It's all about what people can't do. Everyone else can do things, not me. Insecurity. Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it. I do like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. Nihilistic is the greatest word. Thank you, Crimson. That's exactly the word I really wanted. It's very nihilistic, while also being so cute, which is like perfect combo. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Huh. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Oh, true, honestly. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. It does. She nailed it. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I love her face in this. That is so cute. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decide to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? Who else? Where the heck is Yuri? Where did she go? Hi, Jessa. Hi, Monica. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have... What? Reading? Words? If you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, Want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ah, don't worry, Jessa. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Jessa. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. Aha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. That's a very extreme thing to say, Monica. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. Okay. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. Having the impression that somebody's given up, whether on people or life or whatever, that's not quite the same as having a total disconnect from reality. At all. That would be psychosis. I don't think anyone here is suffering psychosis. Well, I can't even say that because I don't know what the hell's going on. I can't say anything for sure yet. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. Indulged? Indulged? She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back! Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Oh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. All right. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Oh, very much so, Monica. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Oh, we've got a visitor, guys. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Okay. All right. Hole in a wall. Hole in wall. Sorry, there is no there. No the either. Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Okay, so we're starting this off in the middle of a sentence. That's always kind of interesting. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. This is not the same poem, am I right? Or is it and I forgot? I do have a shit memory sometimes. So there's a chance I've forgotten what the other poems were, what the original poems were. But I don't think that this is the same poem. And because it's different, if I'm right about that, then why? If Natsuki's poem is the same, why would it be different? I feel like she must be the only one who's, like, outside this reality, you know? She's done something, hasn't she? It's part 2 of the OG poem, Maddie says. Thank you. That's really interesting. Ooh. That makes me wish I had the original poem now. Maybe I could look it up? Oh, I don't want to accidentally end up with spoilers. Never mind. I will not do that. I want to know who he is. Is he... I wonder, is the he someone who was in the original poem? Is he the main character? I panic. There must be a way out. Is she seeing he, whoever he is? Is that he, her way out? There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. If a person is the way out, I don't know about that. She seems very helpless. Yeah, we need more theory, chats, right? There's so much here. It's, like, hard to even... What's that? Maddie says, the he is you, the player. And by that, I don't mean the main character. I don't know what that means, but... me. I have no idea. There must be a way out. Who's the way out? He. Oh no, are there spoilers? I'm ignoring it. I won't look at the chat. Crimson says, get rid of that. I don't know what they want to get rid of, so I'm just ignoring it. Okay. I feel like she's probably feeling very helpless about something and, like, looking for somebody, whoever he is, to, I don't know, be her way out. It gives me the sense of somebody who sees the potential of a boyfriend or something like that to be... It's an attitude a lot of girls often end up having, not inherently, but something that they are told and taught and shown their whole lives, end up feeling like getting a boyfriend is the way out. Getting a husband is the way out. I don't know that that's relevant here, but that last couple lines is bringing my brain there. I really don't know the context, though. I don't remember the first poem. Are there others in this room? Are they talking, or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? So she's dismissing others as being basically not real. The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. Kind of like how this game is always playing tricks on our ears with the occasional off notes that seem to be so deliberate. The room begins... oh my gosh, why is talking hard sometimes? The room begins to crinkle again. Kind of like the screen has been doing, right? I don't know, I need more context to analyze this one. Give me more context! Brandishing your pen like a weapon. So, what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. That's true. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. Neither am I, but I'd love to hear you put it into words, because it's your darn poem. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany, huh? Yeah, something like that. I don't trust her, and I don't know why. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. That advice for today is giving me thoughts. One thought it's giving me is, somebody's gonna know this. I can't remember who said it, so please forgive me for forgetting. But it's bringing me to the quote, write drunk, edit sober. It's also giving me, okay, now someone's gonna laugh at me for this. It's also giving me a quote from Angel, the television show. Yes, from the early 2000s. Don't look at me like that. Stop typing. I know you're laughing at me. But I'm thinking about Lorne. Rest in peace to that actor. He was wonderful. Lorne said something along the lines of, I can hold a note for a long time. Heck, I could hold a note forever. He's a demon. He's able to do shit like that. I could hold a note forever. But what makes life interesting is the next note. No one wants to hear a one note forever. Just do it. Just do it. That's what I'm trying to say. That is the best advice for creativity in general. Just do it. Not doing it is just listening to your perfectionism. Perfectionism is the ultimate killer of creativity, by far. You gotta make a giant pile of shit before you get that one little perfect thing. Not even perfect. I won't even say perfect. One good thing. That's how art works. But some people, they get one piece of shit and they're like, see, I suck, can't do it anymore. But no, making art means you make about 500 pieces of shit and then one thing that you're like, yep, nailed it. Hey, my sister was just thinking about Lorne the other day too. Great minds think alike. Monica says, thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? Well, now I can show it to Yuri. Yay! I love her. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Oh, she's so cute. She's so darn cute. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? You complimented him. It's nerve-wracking when you're not used to complimenting other people. And you mean it. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Well, wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. She can't believe it. I'm just that talented. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay, this is the reason I was able to tell. She's searching for reasons to be able to tell. Sometimes people are just naturally good at things, and you would never be able to tell. That's okay, Yuri. But she's got more experience, and she wants to make sure she sounds like she has the more experience. She could definitely tell. Oh, yeah. Bye. My cat left. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Hold on, I want to see that again. History. What I wanted to see again was they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and form-fit the two together. You mean kind of like the cuteness and the tragedy of this game? Jesus. I love the contrast of the subject and the style being so dramatically different. That shit just gets me. It hooks me. Hell yeah. I love any kind of genre blend of any nature. Don't judge me for being a fan of nu metal. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in this club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well... Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Well, I would love to hear about that. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Yay! Oh, is this the same poem? I think this is the same poem. I remember this. I don't remember Monica's, which sounds like was in fact supposed to be a part 2 or continuation of the last one, but definitely different from the last one. But Natsuki's and Yuri's are the same. Monica exists outside of this universe somehow, and I don't know how and I don't know why. And I'm so intrigued! I'm so intrigued! And I'm just, wow. Brain falling apart. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. Sorry, the word bathing just brought me back to the spooky text. Remember the spooky text from like a few minutes ago? What was it? Something about bathing in... Oh, what was it? Somebody said in the chat. Bathing in the presence of your own body or something along those lines. Interesting. Bathing in the presence of your own body. And we've got bathing in this poem. It must be this one. Ugh, cat hair in my mouth. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I actually don't know if it's the same poem or if it's just extremely similar with slight tweaks. It really may be the same. And it's just hitting me differently this time, which can make it feel like a totally different poem. I feel like it's different. Like slightly different? Because I remember the first line, I remember the last 2 lines. Actually, I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter if it's exactly the same or if it's slightly different. Either way, it's hitting me different. The last streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The future is sickening. So this is a person bathing in the light of the past, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light representing the past, of course. But the flicker, the past being the light flickers. So obviously the past is fading away. I don't know. I feel like what's hitting me different is now this feeling like time is wonky. Time is wonky in this game. Because the universe is wonky. We are clearly in some kind of alternate universe and nobody knows why. And by nobody, I mean I don't know why. We're in another universe somehow where Sayori has been erased. Frickin' straight up gommaged. Gone. And that's fucked up. And Monica seems to live outside of that. Like she's maybe aware somehow of Sayori being erased. I think maybe she did it somehow and I have no idea how. Or why. But now I'm starting to feel like past, present, future all kind of exist at once in this, well, in reality. And somehow this is referencing that. This like time warp. Man, talking about this game, I feel like it's so hard to find the right words. And I'm not sure if that's the lack of context yet, or what. This was a beautiful poem last time, and it's beautiful now. Whether it's the same or a little different, it's beautiful. I love Yuri's writing. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. She's so cute. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Oh, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Yes! My sister says kind of feels like some sort of Silent Hill-ish time loop, doesn't it? That's kind of the thing. It's like I feel like there's some kind of time warp that I have no idea how to explain or even describe in an abstract sense. But there's some kind of time warp. Time loop, maybe. But maybe Monica has the ability to warp reality around? I don't know. Honestly, it feels like one of those things where I shouldn't even guess, because I'm gonna be surprised no matter what I guess. But I really love theories, so I'm probably gonna keep yapping and making theories randomly. Wrong ones. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Jessa. No shit. No shit. I must have totally missed the point then. Oh, main character boy Jessa, you are dense as hell then. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. You think? I love that. I like that she's explaining it to boy Jessa. He must be such a doofus. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That is impressive. Huh. Well, it's nothing, really. Yours was impressive, too, so... Nah, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. Well, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Jessa. Why for me? Why not for you? Ah, me too. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Oh, that hurts. Something's gonna happen, isn't it? The way the music hurt my ears just then. Feels like something's gonna happen. It's ominous. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. My sister says I'd call this music panic attack but happy. Yes, that's the best genre of music, don't you know? Happy panic attack music. Thanks. Yours is cute, she says. Cute? Oh, Natsuki's offended. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. Yes, it is. How could that be cute? Oh, Natsuki, you know exactly what she means. You specifically wrote it to be cute. Kind of. You wrote it to be simple. To give a cute feeling and then twist it at the end there with those last two lines. You did it on purpose. Don't pretend. Of course she's gonna pretend. She and Yuri don't seem to like each other very much. I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Don't you think the best suggestions might come from someone who doesn't? Honestly? Criticism is vital. Vital to growth. Artistic growth, anyway. Which people did, by the way. I did like it. Monika liked it. So did Jessa. Jessa did too. Thank you. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. Ooh. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Jessa liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. She's mad. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Jessa appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh, and how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh, shit. Fight. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Jessa started showing up. Natsuki! This was quite a fight the first time. It remains quite a fight the second time. Damn. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I kind of get the feeling Monika thinks everything involves her. Taking out your insecurities on others like that, you really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Whoa. Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch. Holy shit. I'm scared to continue. Oh my god, what's happening? Edgy? Sorry that my style is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. Oh god. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. Oh, shit! If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Whoa! Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? Holy shit. What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Jessa hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Oh my god, this is like making my head spin. Oh my god, it's occurring to me that Sayori broke up the fight. Sayori broke up this fight, dude. But she's not here. Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing here. Jessa, she's trying to make me look bad. That is not true. She started it. How did I get Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! I feel pressure. I feel pressure. I don't know what I'm choosing. I feel a lot of pressure. Oh my god! Oh god! I don't know what I'm choosing, but... Oh, this is terrifying. Yuri? No? It wouldn't let me choose her? Oh! Hey! I'm so anxious right now, guys. Stop! This is scaring the shit out of me! Stop! Oh my god, what's happening? What? Okay. Okay. I guess I'll just continue with Monica's face just in my face. Holy shit, I feel like the world is oh, okay. All right. Huh. I'm at a complete loss of words. That was just really freaky. Okay. Why are you smiling like that? Holy shit. Huh. Huh. Hey, Jessa. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay. So, kind of like she's just... Can you tell how all over the place my thoughts are? Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Number one, let's leave these two alone so they can continue their fight in peace. It doesn't involve us. Number two, you wanna fight? Let's take this outside. Number three, why don't we step outside for a little bit so that they die while I keep you distracted or something like that. I don't trust her. Okay. Sorry about that. Uh-oh, the lack of music is very scary. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. I remember this went so differently last time. Oh, God. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Ah! Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Okay. Oh my gosh, she's crying. Oh my gosh, she's crying. She quickly runs away. Oh no. Oh dear. Well, looks like they're done. I didn't mean it, Yuri says, but she's not even on screen. I didn't mean it. Oh God, what did she say? I didn't mean it. Oh no. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. What did she say? While we were outside the room. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. They were getting real personal the way Natsuki was bringing up the cutting. Really personal. I'm just concerned that maybe she said something also personal and Natsuki can't handle it. I don't want the same thing to happen to her that happened to Sayori. Or did. Jessa, please don't hate me. Please? I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow, will she? I don't know what she said, though. Completely. I guess. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me, like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You could go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Oh boy. Just notice that when she does that little pose, Yuri, when they use this particular drawing of her with her head turned and she's got her hands like this, I just notice that she's kind of doing the little stim that I do. My constant hair twirling. I'm quite aware many people find it annoying. It's very cute to see a character doing the same. Yay! Uh-oh, Yuri's feeling real uncomfortable. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Yeah, Monika, you're making things weird. It kinda sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Jessa. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but Ah! I swear I just jumped out of my skin and I don't even know where my skin is anymore. Oh, I feel like I almost threw up in my mouth. That was horrifying. Oh my gosh, this game. This is bonkers. All right, Ooh. I'm going agonizing for the first word because that's how I feel this game is. It hurts. Whew. Together, nature, question, sunset, inferno, parfait, anxiety, essence, doki doki, and determination. Let's go determination. Hopeless, contamination, kitty. Hopeless. Fluffy, awesome, family, rain cloud, passion, swimsuit, breathe, pleasure, lollipop, pure. Lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 rain cloud. Oh, she liked the rain cloud. Special, shopping, extraordinary, beauty, jumpy, loud, spinning, lucky. Adventure and portrait. Let's go portrait. Explode. I almost said strawberry. Explode, strawberry, sure. Strawberry, eternity, music, cheer, daydream, bliss, poof, defeat, and kawaii. I'm going defeat. Treasure, kiss, marriage, frightening, tragedy, play, smile, starscape, rainbow, and covet. I did tragedy last time when I saw the word. This time I'm gonna go with a different one. I wanna go with frightening, because that's how this game is. Frightening. Heaven sent, wonderful, games, uncanny, fun, lust, forgive, captive, jump, nibble. I'm gonna say captive. Yuri still likes all my word choices, even though I'm trying to choose ones I don't always choose. Like, I have been choosing entropy, I feel like, every time I see it. Also depression. So let's go waterfall. Ooh. Hope, melancholy, email, rose, color, alone, cry, holiday, fickle, and pain. Melancholy. I feel like I may have picked that before. It's alright. Massacre, friends, vivacious, imagination, flower, disarray, cute, joy, and milk. Ugh. I'm going crimson. And we got a lovely crimson in the chat, too. My very first member on the channel. Thank you, Crimson. You are wonderful. Tenacious, secretive, anime, prayer, bunny, Valentine, amazing, blanket, playground, and variance. Let's go variance this time. Clumsy, summer, infallible. Clouds, vitality, cheeks, love, universe, charm, and puppy. So cute. I'm gonna go infallible. Grief, extreme, vertigo, heartbeat, whisper, excitement, warm, dream, boop. And effulgent. Her beauty, effulgent. Yes, Crimson, you are the first. I appreciate and love you very much for that. And in general, your presence is appreciated. I kind of want to say vertigo this time. I love the word effulgent, but that's because it always makes me think of Buffy. I'm sure I said that last time too. If you know, you know. Calm, skirt, unrequited, hurt, disaster, twirl, bouncy, dazzle, promise, or peace. Disaster. Fantasy, peaceful, ribbon, despise, marshmallow, feather, fear, death, sing, and heart. Why am I making it a song now? I couldn't tell you. I'm gonna go fear, because this is a very scary game, despite being also the cutest game I've ever seen. Candy, embrace, desire, happiness, melody, flying, vanilla, unending, pout, afterimage. I'm always choosing afterimage because I know Yuri likes that one. This time, embrace. Flee, laugh, sparkle, insight, ambient, vacation, graveyard, silly, misfortune, or incapable. Ooh, I want to say incapable. Bed, atone, fireflies, sticky, Disoriented. Bubbles. Comfort. Destiny. Nightgown. Aura. Ooh. The only downside to having tea instead of coffee. Yawning. She says as though she's not always yawning despite having coffee in her hand 24/7. Alright. I'm gonna go Aura this time. Whistle, infinite, intellectual, unstable, unrestrained. Journey, party, headphones, fireworks, hair. It's really interesting. Hair. I kind of would automatically think that hair would make Natsuki really happy. But also, Yuri has more hair, and she used the word hair in one of her poems. So now I'm just really curious which one it'll actually work for. So out of sheer curiosity, I'm going hair. Natsuki liked that one. Okay. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the last couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Jessa. Oh, hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk. And surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. I don't trust Monica! I don't trust Monica, man. And I don't even know why. But I just don't. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. Ooh. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Oh, Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we're just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided there's no way you could be a bad person. Main character, you sure love your assumptions, huh? Already decided. It's really reminding me. Ha! Main character just really thinks he knows best, huh? I decided there's no way you can be a bad person. I agree. She's probably never gonna be a bad person. Look how cute she is! Ugh. Well, although I don't know what she said to Natsuki. But she doesn't seem like any kind of bad person, right? But main character here also was telling our gommaged friend back in the day that he knew what was best for her. It's just seems to be a running theme in his personality, shall I say. That he knows best. He always knows what's right. And if he decided it, it must be true. Yes, people says MC is kind of stupid. He is kind of stupid. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Oh, Jessa, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and... sorry. What am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she is. Man. Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either? Why does she seem... Oh, probably just because it's Natsuki. I was like, Yuri, did you do something to Monica? No, I don't think so. I think she's just like, oh no, I was mean to you yesterday. I don't want to look at you. Yeah, there it is. Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. She's really ashamed of whatever she said. I really want to know. I want to know. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So... Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? What? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing? It's interesting that these, I keep wanting to call them warped letters, but they're not actually warped. They're just bubble letters? I don't know what I would call these, but the different font. Sometimes it seems to pop up and then instantly vanish so you can't even read it. And then sometimes it doesn't. I would be so curious to know why in each context that happens. Oh, this must be a really fun game to like revisit after you've finished. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing, Natsuki says in warped writing for some fucking reason. I don't even remember anything bad happening. Did Monica erase her memory? Why would that happen? It feels like someone has warped her memory now to... I don't know what. Why would they do that? And why only hers and not Yuri's? Oh my god. Okay. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? I'm gonna lean forward to see what those little pink dots are in the letters. I want to see if it's just pink. Or... Oh my god! You're right! My sister just said in the chat, this feels like maybe something changed in the files. And somehow your feeling was 100% correct, and I'm so spooked. Because what has changed, or at least what I can see has changed, is the fact that there is a new file titled I... But the I has been repeated like 10 fucking times or more. I can't count. Like you'll see. You'll see. Give me 2 seconds. Gotta do the thingy. Did it work? I think it worked. I think it worked. Still got this open, I know. But here we go. You guys seeing this? New file. It just showed up and I'm scared as fuck to open it. So these Bubba letters are like filled with little pink dots. It's almost like someone's trying to decorate it to make it cute on purpose. It's so freaky. I hate this, it says. Big gap. I can't do anything. Nothing. No matter how many times you play, it's all the same. Oh my god, it would really... Oh my god. Oh my god. It would be really, really easy to kill myself right now, but that would mean I don't get to talk to you anymore. All I want is for you to hate them. Why is that so hard? Oh no, someone's saying to not open that. Well, unfortunately, it's too late. I've opened it. Oh, I'm scared though. Why is it called that? Who wants me to hate who? Does Monica want me to hate them? Is Monica obsessed with the main character and wants him all to herself or something? That would kind of explain certain things, wouldn't it? The he and the poems. But it wouldn't explain some things. Avant-Garde says, I think someone is trapped in your PC, I think. Yeah, I think so too, and it's really scaring me. How can I release the spirit from my computer? Yikes. Alright. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? So weird. So Yuri knows what she said. Does Natsuki really not know, or is she lying? Based on the warped text, it kind of feels like maybe her memory has been altered. Oh! Holy shit! Mibbles. What? Mibbles, sailcloth, blind sight, lifeline, anon, rectip. Whoa, is that even a word? Rectipitality, faultlessly, offered, oh my goodness, scleromalacia? Nade? What the fuck is happening? Oh yeah, you guys can still see my full screen. My bad. Let me go back to the normal way of doing things. All right. I think that worked. Oh god, this is scary as fuck. I'm so shocked I've got no words for it. I just can't stop watching her face. God, the deliberate glitchiness where like it's just a little too low on the screen. And obviously it's also gibberish. What the actual hell? Someone's messed with her mind. Holy shit. Yeah, my sister says, what kind of possessed crap is going on? Fully, for real, what the fuck kind of possessed crap is going on? Jesus, fuck! Oi! Ugh. Sorry, I accidentally hit the button again and went back to the display, but I'm back again to the gameplay, don't worry. My bad. Alright, jeez Louise. Oh, look at that! I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. What the fuck is happening? Yeah. Why is it a human mouth when we're clearly looking at an anime style that they don't have, like, lips drawn? Kirsty Suddens says it isn't gibberish. I would love to know how, but don't tell me how. It certainly seemed like gibberish from my perspective, although some of those were real words. I took a screenshot, which is good because I think after this, I would love to look at it again. And actually, can I do that right now? No, I won't do that right now. After this, I will look at that particular line again, check out the words that were used, and think about them because there must be a very specific reason. And maybe after all of this, I will see what's up with those words more easily because I'll have more context. I hope so. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Fair. Hey. Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry. Oh, I'm super sorry. Oh, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Was she late last time, too? I think she was. I think there was a moment where she was late. Well, Natsuki was kind of worried. I was not! What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. Jeez, she scares me. I don't know. She really scares me. And I still can't unsee Chi from Chobits because of the bow in her hair. The big white bow in her hair. It's creating the illusion of big ears, even though they're not supposed to be ears. And if you've ever seen or read Chobits, you know what I'm talking about. I can't unsee it. Anyway, that makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Ah, don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed. Aw, well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Jessa. Monica smiles sweetly. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. She obsessed with me? I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. What, you mean like the fact that Natsuki seems to have had her memory wiped? And it like messed with her... I almost said sanity. And then immediately stopped myself because I don't know that it's her sanity or just like her actual tie to reality. Not in a psychological sense, but in a literal sense. I don't know. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. What's she doing in the closet? Jessa, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway. Okay. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath, then pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Whew. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Ugh, my tea got cold. Still good. Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. I don't know. That was totally out of context for people watching, but in the chat, Crimson said, "What's that in the background?" I don't know, but I'm looking. And there is a picture in the background. Is that what you mean? That picture? To the left of the closet, yeah. Is that a picture of somebody's bedroom? Like Sayori's bedroom? Oh my god! Okay. Okay. I see what it is. Okay. 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 Alright. It's fine. Calm down. Okay. I first saw it and thought, okay, a room, right? Clearly it is just far away enough and desaturated in color enough where it's a little hard to see. And, so from here, where I am sitting, and the screen is kind of small, it looks like kind of a washed out, very white picture of just a room. The more I stared at it, it started to come back to me that it is maybe Sayori's bedroom. Then I realized that there is, in fact, a figure in there. They kind of hid it just by using the lack of saturation. They hid it because there's white walls. She's wearing a white shirt. The only colors that you can really see besides like the slightly pale yellows and blues, the most standout thing is the red on the bow on her head and around her waist. It's really freaky. Why would that be there? Also, how long has that been there? Oh, so freaky. Why would that be there? What the hell is happening in this fucking world? Oh my god. Okay. May I have the water pitcher? Thanks. I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. It is really hard to pay attention to your pretty little face, Yuri, when right behind you is a picture of your friend who's been erased from existence. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Ah, did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. Oh. The picture went back to normal. Wow. Wow. Big wow. I found it very subtle. If I wasn't really looking for that one, I don't know if I would have even seen it. I may have noticed that it was a room, but I had to like lean in to really see that there's a figure. The figure that nobody wanted to see. 10 minutes pass. 10 minutes to go get water? Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? Oh god. I'm bored just waiting here, so I decide to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Ha! Ha! Not quite sure what kind of intonation that would be said with. Ha ha! Jeez. What is that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing? Oh, creepy. Ugh. Trying to adjust my chair, sorry. Ugh. Goodness. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Oh, I see. So that was like a... Gotcha. Are they in pain? Oh. I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Oh. Wow, okay, so we've got self-harm. If it wasn't obvious already, they made it blatantly obvious now by showing us Yuri with cuts all over her arms. That was fucked up. It kind of seemed like a rewind? Which is weird because now she's saying, I'm back. As though she went out for water and came back. But there was a whole in between. The fuck? Did it even happen? Was main character's memory erased after that? Is that why that was all wonky? But why? Why would Monica erase that? Is Yuri doing the erasing? Is Yuri doing the erasing? No! Ah, I really hoped it would say all the little things that flashed on the screen, but it's not saying any of the little things. I'm back. Jesus, thanks for waiting patiently. Jesus! Is she cutting herself in school? Jessa, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. Jesus. Jesus fucking fuck. I don't know what to think. Avant-Garde says, maybe don't trust anything you see, Jessa. And you know what? You're freaking right. I don't trust anything I see. I don't trust, Monica. And I don't even trust Yuri anymore, which is sad to say. I still like her, but I don't trust her. The thing with Natsuki having her memory wiped is what's making me trust Yuri less, you know? I want to look at Can You Hear Me Again? This one was about, or at least a little bit, about cutting. Let me go back to display. Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt. This feels like it would be potentially a poem written by Yuri. It could be, anyway. Maybe not necessarily, but it could have been written by Yuri. Could also have been written by Monica, Sayori, anybody. It doesn't seem like something that would be written by Natsuki. Oops. But, where was it? Well, I keep closing things that I'm trying to keep open like a goose. Newly opened gash in their skin hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. What's the other one? Is it Happy Thoughts? Ah! Oh! I forgot about this one, guys! I forgot about this one! Oh my god! My fucking god, no thank you. Not the one I was looking for, actually. Thank you very much. Was it Log? No, it was not Log. Traceback? I think it was Traceback that I'm thinking of. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Technically, I'm trying to I'm trying to think of Yuri as being possibly just as untrustworthy as Monica. Is there a chance she wrote any of this? Or Monica wrote any of this? Because Sayori was the one making things difficult, if you are talking about either of those girls going after the main character. Because her as his best friend was making that difficult, you know? I don't know. Just thinking out loud. That's what we do here. We think out loud. Okay, we're going back to the real game. She's humming to herself. Very cute. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Jessa. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Jessa, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's mostly... most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes! I have terrible reading posture. Why is she so nervous about this? I have this vague memory. Sorry, this vague memory that last time... No, I think my memory is getting all fucked up. Uh-oh. One of the girls got to my head. But what I'm thinking about is the fact that it could be her boobs. Maybe her boobs give her the back pain. Very, very possible. But she just seems so sketchy about this whole sitting on the floor thing. I don't know. Or does it have to do with something? I don't know. Maybe an injury that she's got from either her self-harm or from home, maybe abuse going on, something like that. That might be why she would be anxious about saying why. I don't know. But, yeah, I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Yeah, fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it, since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. Ooh. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. There you go. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Oh, that's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Ooh. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Huh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Oh, did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Jessa? Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that. Ooh, the music very suddenly stopped. I'm assuming that was on purpose, but it felt very jarring. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Jessa. Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Jessa. Whoa. My heart won't stop pounding, Jessa. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Jessa? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? People says I'm scared and I don't know why, and you know what? I'm right there with you. Like, I feel like the hairs are just standing up. I am freaked the fuck out. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. Oh my god, she looks so scared. That is an expression I feel like they have not put on her before. Holy shit. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. She sure is looking. Up and down and side to side, and they really did completely change her eyes for this. Leaning way in to try and see it better, and something is wrong with her eyes. Something is wrong with her right eye in particular. Crimson says, if they recall, it could be a good stopping point soon. And I'd probably finish the game in one more stream. People are agreeing. Oh boy, yeah. My sister's pointing out the eyes. What the frick is going on? We know eye imagery is important here, especially seeming to relate to Yuri in particular with the eye imagery in all her poems, but then there was that horrifying glitch that was surrounding her right eye in particular. And now her eyes are all warped, but the right eye in particular is horrendous. And I can't quite tell why. I keep wanting to lean forward and look. It's like something's really wrong with it. Like, it almost looks like there's blood on the corner of it, but I also can't tell if that's just a stylistic choice. You know, like a color choice, because there is warmth around the eyes on the skin, but this is a very specific, deliberate anime style with very limited color palette, you know? And they haven't really done that before. The fuck is wrong with her eyes? Okay, I'm gonna stop yapping and continue being horrified. Why are you looking at me like that? She just keeps saying, ah. Why? Oh my god. Okay. Monica just interrupted with a big It's time to share poems, is it? Yuri looks terrified, like she just had somebody walk in on her doing something naughty, and honestly, she did. Monica walked in on something that was clearly naughty, and I don't necessarily mean naughty in a fun, good way. I'm a little concerned now that Yuri might be obsessed. Jesus. It's time to share poems. Jesus Christ. Who should I show my poem to first? Right now I want to show it to Natsuki first, to be honest. Yuri is scaring me. I still love her, but she's scaring me. Why does Natsuki look so upset? Yeah, just as I thought. Jessa, come on. I'm not stupid. I know how much time you've been spending with Yuri. It's obvious that you care more about impressing her than trying to improve your writing. Crimson is telling me that maybe I could stop here before the poems if I wanted to stop soon. I'm gonna imagine you're telling me that for a very specific reason, because I was happy to continue and do the poems, but maybe there's a real reason I shouldn't? Would you suggest stopping after the poems or before the poems more? Because if something's about to happen right after the poems that I won't be able to stop before, save before, I don't know how to use my sentences apparently. But I think you know what I'm asking. I'm not sure where is a good spot because I don't want to get too sucked into whatever the next thing is. Because I have a funky feeling that something wild is happening. About to happen, probably. That was horrifying, that scene. People are saying after the poems. Okay. After the poems. Shuffle. Ooh, shuffle for the sake of my spine. Ooh. Fun fact! I injured my back yesterday. This was like 3 days ago. Whatever. 3 days ago I injured my back by letting a bodega cat nap in my hood on my coat. Yeah. Anyway. Natsuki, why do you think that? You're so mean sometimes, but I like her. To put it bluntly, it's kind of pathetic. Why are you even in this club, Jessa? Jeez. Honestly, I thought getting a new member would help everyone get more involved together, not exclude each other even more. This is such a stupid activity anyway. Natsuki! Look, I'm not in a good mood today, and I just really don't feel like talking right now. Okay? Please go away. Okay? Alright. So I didn't even get to see her poem. Yuri. I've been waiting for this. Oh god. Let's see what you've written for today. She's gonna read my poem. Is she gonna like it or hate it? I feel like she might like it, but I don't know. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Jessa, this one might even be better than yesterday's. Oh. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job of explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Ah, that makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Jessa. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. I think she's obsessed. Oh god, I think she might be obsessed. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Jessa? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual at concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now, I just want you to read my poem too. Okay? Okay. All right, let's see. This one is called Wheel. Oh my god, this is such tiny, tiny text. Okay. I'm trying to find like a good distance for my eyes. Okay, I think I can read it from here. Forgive me for like kind of being back like this. I'm farsighted. Farsighted. And this text is very small. Wheel. A rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox. That's the second time that she's used the word gearbox. That's very random and specific. Expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring snakes? Is that snakes? I think. Time-devouring snakes with human eyes. Oh my god, we've got the eye imagery coming back. Oh, and remember the human mouth on Natsuki? I'd rather not. A thread connecting all living human eyes. A kaleidoscope of holy stakes. Exponential gearbox. Okay, that's the third time she said gearbox. A sky of exploding stars. God disproving the existence of God. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. 40 gears? I think it says 40. 40 gears. Again with the gears. And a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. Wow. A bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. What a fucking line! Woo, gave me chills. Makes me want to read it again, but I just lost it because I scrolled down and I'm dumb. Let me see. Where was that? Kaleidoscope of holy stakes, yeah. 40 gears on a ticking clock. There it is. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. That's crazy. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears. There it is again, the word gears. And open human eyes. Eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox. Gearbox specifically, is that the 4th time? She said gear a few times. I think it's the 4th time she said gearbox. Breathing bolt head. She said bolt head a few times too. This is very interesting. Breathing ship. Breathing portal. Breathing snakes. Breathing God. Breathing blood. Breathing holy stakes. Breathing human eyes. Breathing time. Breathing prayer. Breathing sky. Breathing wheel. Okay. Wow. You think that she wants to be a builder or something? What I'm getting is that she feels broken. And she's using this imagery of tools, a whole variety of tools. Let's see how many tools are mentioned here. Wheels, axles, bolt heads, gearboxes. A docked ship could be considered sort of. It's like technology. A portal to another world. A thin rope. Rope is kind of a tool. A harness, but it's torn. Parabolic gearbox. cogwheels. Uh, Jesus. The eye imagery is so freaky. Kaleidoscopes. Yeah, gearboxes again. Jesus. 40 gears and a ticking clock. Wasn't was there clock imagery in a different one? A different poem of hers? Actually, I don't think so. I think I'm thinking about the fact that she used light imagery a lot. Light imagery, and then she's using a lot of eye imagery now. And of course, eyes surrounded by this tool imagery. It's like a broken world that she's describing. Expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels. This is a person who has no grasp on reality. Or at the very least, that's what she's describing. The sense of having no connection to reality. So who's the wheel? Is she the wheel? Or is the world the wheel? Is time the wheel? A rotating wheel. Linear gearbox. How many different ways does she describe gear? That my mic went out. So let me know if it did. No, I think it's still working. Okay. Sometimes if I bonk my desk, things get slightly unplugged. It's a whole thing. Blood, 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 blood. Prayer written in blood. Holy stakes. She's really repeating everything. Almost as though she's run out of words, but she's doing it very deliberately. I don't think she's actually run out of words. I think it's like she's got a very limited palette of words that she's either wanting to use or can even think of, can even reach for in this mindset. And they're all tools, tool imagery. The clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. Whew. Is she okay? A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears. Gears in the sky? I'm trying to remember her other poems at the same time as looking at this one, and I don't have that kind of a memory. I'm really not great at remembering specific things when I'm already focused on something else. But I betcha when this is over, I'm gonna go back and look at all her poems together. And if you're interested, I could maybe make an annoyingly long, yappy video with all the poems just kind of together and analyze all of them. Time devouring. Something's happening with time, you guys. Time is being warped. And I don't know why, and I don't know how, and I'm scared. And why is everything breathing? Breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes. Human eyes, time, prayer, sky, wheel. Why? Why? Breathing wheel. I mean, is she the wheel? Is she the wheel and she needs to remind herself that she's even still breathing? Because time doesn't make any fucking sense and God, I don't know, but okay. Eye imagery. Eyes obviously will speak to seeing. That is an incredibly obvious one. But is it about, is all of her the repeated eye motif, is that about what she sees, how she sees, or how other people see her? That's where I'm unclear. Or I would be more unclear, but I am currently leaning towards the eye motif really being about her perspective and how she sees others and herself, because the way you see others is often a reflection of how you see yourself. But yeah, I don't think it's necessarily about about how others see her. Just based on that last scene with the eyes, man, and the way that she was staring at the main character, it was so freaky. A bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. That is just bizarre. A docked ship to another world. Dude, there's something going on with other worlds. Time portals or something really crazy that you would not expect in this universe. That's fucked up and fantastic. And I can't fucking wait to find out. Ah! Okay, we're continuing. Whew. It doesn't really matter what it's about. Girl, yes it does. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. On my pen? That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it. A little up close look at her eyes when they are looking pretty normal. She does in fact have red in the corners of both eyes, and I think that could easily just be a stylistic choice. But the melty eyes, now you're touching it. The melty eye that was happening, that was very deliberate and was not just a stylistic choice. The red being kind of melty off to the side feels deliberate. Anyway, now you're touching it. Yeah, I'm touching the pen. Or the poem? What? I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You could keep the poem, though. Okay. Who should I show my poem to next? Hold on. I need to... Hold on. History. Help. Hold on. Now you're touching it. So she wrote that with his pen? Oh, she's obsessed. She's freaking obsessed. Monica. Jessa, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. Does she mean Yuri's arm? I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to be spending so much time with Yuri. Dangerous? I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? This isn't your information to tell, Monica. This is not her information to tell. She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. Well, we did learn she likes knives. But... wow. So, obviously, who are we to trust Monica's perspective on Yuri's problems? But based on what Monica's said today, right here, it sounds like maybe Yuri uses self-harm as a grounding thing more than anything else. Grounding when she's feeling too excited. She probably doesn't trust her own excitement. Or finds something very negative in her own excitement. I guess we'll find out more. I hope so. I assume so. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. How do you know? I think she just gets some kind of high from it, but how do you know? It might even be like a sexual thing. How do you know? But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. Are you trying to make me hate everyone like that one note said? Girl? I'm not saying it's your fault, though. You better not. But I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. You didn't have to explain shit to me. This was not yours to explain. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. Girl. Girl. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. Oh my god. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I guess? Jesus, I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. Okay, Jesus. Save me. The colors, they won't... Bright. Oh boy, we've got deliberately missing letters. Okay. The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful colors, missing a few letters. Missing U, I, and O. Flashing, expanding, piercing, flashing, and expanding are missing a couple of letters. Red, green, blue, and endless, I assume, missing the E. Cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Stop in all capitals. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating with... Actually, I don't know what that's supposed to say. Violent, grating... Waveforms, maybe? Something like that. Squeaking, maybe? Screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. Holy shit. Endless. PM with a bit of a gap. I don't know if it's supposed to be poem. Of meaninglessness, probably. Oh boy! Oh boy! Man, the further along we get in this game, the more and more abstract these poems get, and I'm loving it. But with no context, it's really hard to analyze such an abstract type of poem and actually apply it to what, like, to this person who wrote it. When it comes to an abstract poem that's all vague imagery, all it can really do is invoke feeling, and the feeling that I've got is overwhelm. That's what this is giving me. Overwhelm. Save me. Colors, bright, flashing, expanding, piercing. Endless, possibly. Cacophony in all caps. Meaningless noise. Overwhelm. An overwhelm of noise. Violent, grating, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. That's obviously math terms. I don't even remember what they mean exactly, but sine, cosine, tangent, math stuff. She likes math? I don't know. I'm sure it's relevant. Maybe I need to look it up and look up sine, cosine, tangent just to understand the context better. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a knife on a breathing ribcage. Breathing was a major word in Yuri's last poem, too. And she's obsessed with knives. The connection between Monica and Yuri is freaking me out, and I don't know what is going on. I don't know what the fuck is going on, damn it. This is wild. Delete her, though, is what's killing me. Delete her. Knife on breathing ribcage, that specifically feels like it's referencing Yuri, right? The breathing, the knife. But does Monica want Yuri dead? Oh god, is Yuri gonna die? Don't delete Yuri. Did you delete Sayori and now you're gonna delete Yuri? Because I'll be sad and upset with you. Oh, I don't like it. Oh, I don't like it. And at the same time, I love it. God, I can't even tell you how much I'm excited to actually have finished this game so that we can talk about this shit and analyze this shit with more understanding of why it's written this way. Why are these particular letters missing? Is it relevant, or is it just to convey the feeling of disjointedness? Because it is getting that across. Feeling overwhelmed and disjointed. It's like painful, and it's painful to even read. And then this, obviously. All right, let's just go. Let's continue. Oh no. Sorry. I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Oh god, it's doing the thing again. I'm gonna take her at her word and save the fucking game. Alright, I clicked it. It has saved. Return. You never know when... Who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Sorry, that one note about the little devil inside all of us is labeled, "Can you hear me?" Tell me you can hear me. What? Anything? Please help me? Okay? What? What? That's my advice for today. What? Thanks for listening. You've unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes? Ah! Okay. Can you hear me? Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh my fucking god, I was like, what is that in the background? Guys, that's my fucking mouse. Guys, that's my mouse. Y'all, this game is leaving me so speechless so many times. I'm actually so surprised. So surprised by, like, how little I understand. What is going on? This is so crazy, terrifying, and exciting as shit. I am so fucking excited to understand what the hell's happening. Oh, this is nuts, dude. This is nuts. I don't know what the fuck to do now. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I mean, I guess, but my cursor is fucked, so... It feels like the game is fucking self-aware. Like, Sayori is really living in my computer and trying to, like, emerge through the main character. Whoa, the mouse disappeared. Is it because I didn't touch the mouse for a bit? Yeah, it is. The minute I move the mouse again, she shows up again. That's so fucking scary. We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Well, Sayori disappeared from my mouse, and now I am genuinely so terrified for what's gonna happen next. I'm posing this to the chat. Good idea or bad idea to stop right here? Because I don't know how long this game is. But I know that Crimson, my beloved Crimson, has said that a good time to stop is coming very soon. Is this now? Is this the time? This is so insane, this game. I've never in my life seen a game anything like this. Crimson says this is a good stopping point now, unless I want to hunker down for the rest of the game. Oh, as much as I would, I think I need to sleep for the night. And I'm near the end. Oh, I feel like maybe the end should be its own episode, because we have been here a while. What have I been here? Like 3.5 hours-ish? I think I will save this for next time. Yeah. God, I'm scared as fuck. And so excited. This is an evil little cliffhanger, because now I really want to keep playing, but I also can't continue playing right now, so... Unfortunately, I think this is going to end up being a 4-part series, and then maybe at the end of the next one, or maybe in an entirely separate video, I'm going to end up probably, very likely, rambling and analyzing all these poems and all these girls and the whole story, but that'll be a lot easier once I have the whole context, the whole picture. Oh, I'm so excited, guys. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today and doing all of this nonsense with me and experiencing this insane, terrifying, confusing, abstract, mind-boggling world. Jesus, how have I not heard about this game until recently, too? That's crazy. I cannot believe I hadn't even heard of this game until, what was it, a couple months ago that you suggested I play this? Oh my god. Zippy Giggle Fanny asks, will you do the side stories? I don't think I intended to when I sat down to play it the first time, but you know what? Now that I'm so into it, yeah, I think I will. I think I got the free one, yes, so I don't have, like, whatever expanded stuff there is for this game. But I could certainly get it. Probably. Yeah. Yeah, this seems like a good stopping point to people, so that's fantastic. Oh. I feel like my brain is melted in my skull, just like sloshing around. Got 2 saves within like a minute of each other, that's fine. My god. Let's check the files, huh? Anything new? Doesn't seem to be anything new. Unless anything updated. Doesn't look like it did unless the character folder has changed in any way, which I don't think it has. It still has Monica, Natsuki, and Yuri, and no one else. So freaky. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me through all this. Zippy Giggle Fanny is turning on notifications for the next one. Yay! Thank goodness for that, because I am so excited already. I'm looking forward to it. So, until then, which, yes, next Tuesday. So same time, same place. Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Seems to be my live streaming time. I don't know. It's the time that works best for me, and other people seem to think it was all right. So here we are. Same time, same place. Next week. And until then, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed our time together, please consider doing the YouTube thing. Liking, commenting, subscribing, whatever you feel like doing would really help me out. Have a good night, Avant-Garde. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here. And all of you, of course. Zippy Giggle Fanny, People, 9201, Crimson, Angela, Bad Vibes Goose, my sister. You guys are fantastic. Thank you. I love and appreciate you so much. Please be kind to yourself. Take care of yourself. Take extra good care of your animals. Give your cats and dogs and birds and lizards and whatever animals you have in your house a big kiss from me because I'm annoying and I love them. And stay soft because the world is definitely hard enough already. And I'll see you next time. Bye! Thank you guys so much for this stream. It was so much fun and I'm looking forward to the next one already. Mwah. Good night.